Hello, Dan. Thank you for sending your swing to Golf Digest Make Me Better. My name is Mike Richards. I'm the PGA Director of Instruction at the Heron Bay Golf Academy in Coral Springs, Florida. Dan, we're going to take a look at your swing here. And, we've got a pretty good understanding of our setup here. I'm going to try and go back and find your iron swing. And I really can't do the iron swing from this view only because your swing kind of jumbles around. It goes to the top and boom, it just gets to the bottom. So I really can't see a whole lot what's going on. That's why I chose your wood swing over here on the right. Now setup wise, looks like you've got that ball position too far forward in your stance. Now part of that could be the camera angle. I don't believe so because your camera doesn't look that bad. I would play that ball much more back here by your left armpit, not as far forward as you have this thing. So if you can, I know you can't move the ball back because the mat's there, so you got to step forward. The setup you have on the left doesn't look so bad with the iron. But I'm going to talk to you about the same thing no matter what view we look at. And you look at the backswing, and you do a pretty good job up to here. As you come down, I want you to watch what it looks like when you hit the ball. See, there's not a whole lot of lower body action. Then we're going to put this driver in play. And again, we're going to go ahead and put it right to impact. Now, when you look at that impact on both sides of the screen, there's not a whole lot of hip turn going on. I don't see enough weight getting into your left leg. I don't see your right foot moving somewhat off that mat. And that's what should be happening. And what I try and tell my students here, Dan, is this. When I talk about impact, I talk about three things. I want the right foot slightly up off the ground in the heel, so I know the weight's moving from right leg to left leg. I should be able to see part of your left hip pocket over here, and I like to see your belt buckle go more down the range. In doing so, you're going to see a lot more hip turn with your driver over here, and this foot again would be working a little bit more towards your left foot. That's what's going to happen here to get you a little bit more consistency to your shot. You have a pretty good job, a pretty good golf swing. It just, I don't see lower body action. So much that, look at your driver on the right. You've got that driver 3/4 of the way up, and your right foot barely moved up off the ground. So the weight really hasn't transferred into you and worked. Now, a drill I would give you is if you could stand here, and you can tee the ball up for this drill. I don't have a problem with that. But you start with the club about a foot behind the ball. You make your left foot start very close to your right foot. So your shoes are going to touch each other about a foot behind the ball. You don't move your feet. You keep them close to each other. As the club swings up, you keep your feet alone. When you get to the top of your swing, you take your left foot and step to the left. That's going to make your weight feel the transfer, and by the time you come into hitting that ball, your body would look like this at the contact. See that body rotation right to there? We need something similar to this at contact, where the right foot's up off the ground, the butt cheek I can see, and the belt's down the target range. So that's what I worked on, Dan. If you do that, you'll be a much better ball striker, as well as fixing that ball position with the driver initially. So good luck to you, and thanks again for sending your swing to the Golf Digest Make Me Better.